both wins were on the road, so home court advantage wasn't that big an advantage.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their two meetings.
And even though one side played postseason basketball and the other stayed at home, you wouldn't have known it in their matchups.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Mirza Teletovic out there with Chandler. Then there's Bledsoe. Then there's Warren. And it's Booker in at the 2.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And stolen by Freak. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Here's Turner. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Turner's got his first bucket of the night.
Really nice dime drop in there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Over in the corner, Warren. Beyond the arc. And there's Bledsoe on the assist by Booker.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And it's the Celtics ball, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
Here's Teletovic. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From outside, off the mark. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Freak passes to Thomas. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with the head coach for the Suns. He told me it's a fun challenge trying to slow down a team that's so cagey and opportunistic offensively. He said, of course we've done our scouting, but this is the first time we've seen them firsthand this season. So it'll be interesting to see if we can take them out of their sets and slow them down at that end. Guys, they'll have to be solid defensively. Back to you.
Great stuff, Doris. Thanks. It sounds like the most important number for them today is opposing shooting percentage.
As it should be. I mean, this is an opponent that can go through some very hot stretches with the ball. So they've got to do what they can to limit those opportunities.
Yeah, and from what Coach was saying, guys, I mean, he knows that. They should play some suffocating D today if he got his message across.
Sullinger with the bucket.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Thomas against Bledsoe. The 11-footer. Jared Sullinger grabs the board. For Boston, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Freak kicks to Turner. He feeds it to Freak. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And check out the bounce.
Bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Bledsoe, Chandler dishes to Warren. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. That doesn't go either for Bledsoe.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Up top, Crowder. On the wing, Turner. Looks for Thomas. Gets it to him. Lays it up and banks it in.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And let's bring up a list of some of the NBA's hottest players. Among shooting guards, these are the leading scorers over the course of the last month. Freak, number 1.
Possibly the single most dangerous player in the league right now. I mean, a machine at the offensive end, just so hard for any defense to deal with.
Yeah, and what I like about him most is that he's just a scorer. He's going to give you buckets from any place, inside, outside, deep, driving to the lane. I mean, he puts it in the basket.
Now, here's Brent. taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And nice job again. That time to add to their lead. They're doing everything right at the moment.
Greg, you're exactly right. Good, solid, steady, no-frills basketball. Doing it in all aspects of the game right now, and that's a hard combination to beat.
Here's Bradley. Thomas passes to Freak. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. And that's now 7 points for Freak.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Great D that time from Thomas.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Sullinger the screen. The tray. And again, Boston with the triple.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
A chance now to see the numbers for Thomas. How last month turned out for him? He's getting around 8 points a game, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every train needs a conductor, man. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
Phoenix with the ball. After Isaiah Thomas made that last three-pointer. There's the bucket. Good. Here's Smart. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Passes it to Nicholson. Johnson left side. The Celtics working the ball around now. 4 on the clock. Stolen. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Goodwin's checked in for Phoenix. Outside Curry. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Knight.
Here's where Boston sits right now, Kevin, in the current league rankings. First in lowest turnovers a game. 7th in free throw percentage. And they kept the lid on opposing teams' overall offense as well. They're in the top 10 in opponent scoring.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you.
Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Goodwin, good.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
Smart kicks to Freak. The tray. The shot is off. So Phoenix will take it the other way. They want to keep it rolling here. Following the win against Dallas.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have. Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
They set the pick. Outside Bradley. A three-pointer is right on target. Bradley's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. It's Knight with the drive, and it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 3 rebounds now in this one. The dish to Nicholson. It's Bradley on the wing. His last outing, he had 8 points. He kicks it to Freak. Pass to Nicholson. Let's go. Here's Johnson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It goes on Brandon Knight.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Both teams deciding to change it up. He hits the second from the line. Goodwin. Can't hit. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Boston on top as they end the first quarter. And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team.
I do a lot that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. That's why I pride myself.
Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player who doesn't care about his ego or his stats.
And he knows that and prides himself on it. That also makes him the...
Some changes here for the Celtics. Nicholson's checked in for Mickey. Jay Crowder comes in for Turner. And Freak subbed in for Bradley. Phoenix also making some changes. Mirza Teletovic is checked in for T.J. Warren. Curry comes in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for McCallum. Freak in at shooting guard. Also Isaiah Thomas out there. Jay Crowder out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Nicholson in at the 4. That's the Boston 5. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers got the job done. He finished with 36 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. A performance like this is what we've come to expect during this great run of his. Will we get another one tonight, guys?
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty hot.
Well, you got to help out the team whenever you can, and this group of shooting guards have helped out on the glass for their respective teams this year. Freak is second.
And these are sort of your do-it-all guys. I mean, even if rebounding isn't necessarily a priority for shooting guards, it's still something that helps your team get wins.
Absolutely. When your two guard can squeeze the orange like that, as each of these players on that list can, it can be a major X factor for you.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Really an extraordinary game for Freak. He's got 10 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
So he gets them both.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well. Seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
Curry with a wide open look. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Curry's got 5.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle of spreading it around.
And a wide open look for Freak. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. And the Celtics lead by 16.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Over to the left wing. Goodwin passes to Houston. Johnson with the block.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Jumper off the screen. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
They have got to box out better than that. That putback's just another example of what a difference there's been between these two teams.
Here is Bledsoe. He has 7. There's the pick to the middle. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Freak. Poked away. Stolen by Bledsoe. Suns trail by 18. And Curry has it in the corner. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
For Boston, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. Brandon Knight, he's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. Second free throw, no good. The Suns have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. And the basket by Curry.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Now here's Smart. He's guarded closely. Jacks up a three. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Curry kicks to Knight. Shoots. And it's Phoenix scoring again. Here's Smart. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. It's deflected. It's stolen by Curry. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Crowder dishes to Smart. Freak with it, working on Teletovic. Freak. Teletovic grabs the board.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Celtics out in front, up by 15. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, looking at the stats, it's hard to doubt you have been the #1 factor for your team. Do you feel like you're controlling the paint right now?
Not controlling the paint.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do more of the same in the second half. We're in a great spot, and it's because of the defense we've played. Keep up that intensity, and they've got no way back into this game. We did do a good job finding space on the perimeter, moving the ball around, and getting open looks from three-point range. That was a big plus. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed. But somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal. That's it for now. Let's stay focused and close this one out strong.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
He just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Warren is out there with Mirza Teletovic. Then it's Chandler. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Booker in at the shooting guard. And Bledsoe, here we go. A nice shot by Booker.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Thomas kicks to Crowder. He dishes it to Freak. Thomas a screen. Down low. Here's Sullinger. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Here's Bledsoe. Got a piece of it.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Suns trail by 15. Here's Booker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Booker's got 6.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Now here's Freak, defended by Booker. Chandler with the steal. Now here's Booker. He has 6. Chandler kicks to Warren, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
Let's see how the Suns have performed over the last few weeks. 4th in lowest turnovers per game. 6th in three-point field goal percentage. And this is also what I would call a pretty solid offensive rebounding team. I mean, they've got a top 10 ranking in the second chance points category.
You know, and I go back to their low turnover numbers. It's not one of those stats that jump out at you, but trust me, turnovers kill you. And their ability to limit their mistakes has been huge.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, in that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Chandler. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks, Doris. Celtics leading by 14. Pass to Mickey. Dishes to Freak. Chandler with the steal. Here's Booker, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean,
Phoenix also making some changes. Goodwin's checked in for Chandler. Curry comes in for Spencer Dinwiddie, and Knight subbed in for Ray McCallum. Johnson the screen. Freak sets a screen for Thomas. Here's Bradley. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got his 6th assist on the night.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
It's Curry with the drive. Here's Booker. Good on the three-point shot. Booker's got 9 points here in the second half.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
That's good. And that's now 20 points for Freak.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
Knight against Thomas. Left side, Knight. Inside. Curry's shot is off. Outside Bradley. Here's Crowder. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
You know, as a defending team in that situation, it really irks you to give up a shot like that to close out the quarter. You know, oftentimes those end-of-quarter points can...
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Phoenix with the ball. 17-point game. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Avery Bradley is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Johnson, and it's Thomas in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Suns trail by 17. And Booker kicks to Warren. To the inside. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Teletovic on target from 13 feet. Teletovic has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Phoenix. And for the Celtics, their shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Thomas kicks to Crowder. No good on the triple.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Yeah, but Clark, the other thing that sticks out for me, the number of assists they've made over the course of this game.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Sullinger's checked in for Johnson. Turner comes in for Avery Bradley. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Thomas. Bledsoe right side. They get it back.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
The pass to Booker. And Boston with the rebound. Freak's got 8 rebounds in this game. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Tyson Chandler.
Shooting for Boston.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good from Freak. Suns trail by 18. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And the foul called on Freak. That's his 5th foul.
Boy, it's been a tough go in terms of fouls for him. I mean, my goodness, he can't stay out of the way of fouls.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Bledsoe outside. And the shot is good.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Stolen by Bledsoe. Pass to Booker. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul.
They are really struggling with fouls, Kevin. It's still early, but one more foul, and they're over the limit.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
He was on that pass in a flash, read it, reacted, and then picked it off.
Here's Freak. Tyson Chandler grabs the board. Chandler's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Fires for 3.
Yeah, that one put him over the limit, and if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line. Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket. What a performance. Just look at the game for Chandler. 8 rebounds, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
And Clark, defensively, he has played this game just so intelligently. I mean, he hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling.
Freak sets a screen for Smart. Back to Sullinger. Out to Turner. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Freak. Off target with his 3. Bledsoe with it. Kicks to McCallum. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Celtics leading by 12. And Turner kicks to Freak.
Oh, my goodness. He's just getting nasty on him now. Wow.
Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Crowder, the pass to Freak. Right side Turner. They set the pick. 5 to shoot. Smart wide open. He fires. Nice open look, but it's no good. Suns trail by 14. Booker with it. Picked up by Turner. Booker dishes to Chandler. There's the feed to Booker. Down low, Bledsoe. Chandler kicks to Bledsoe. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Bledsoe's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Here's Sullinger. Good, and Smart gets the assist. 19 points for Jared Sullinger.
My, he is so adept at finishing in the low post.
Quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Phoenix's head coach address his team. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Chandler with the steal. Charity stripe shot. No luck. Now Boston takes it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second-chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
Here's the three, and Freak gets it to go on the assist by Thomas. That's 29 points for Freak.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Chandler a screen, and it's Bledsoe off the drive. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 12 points here in the second half.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
They set the screen.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
.130 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. Shot clock at 5. The Celtics need to get a shot off.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Boston.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That certainly was their main meal, their bread and butter, if you will.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And I like what they've done here. Made the plays they had to. That's why they'll be... going up 1-0 in their season series against the Suns.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Freak. He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Sullinger passes to Freak, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
At the line with one shot.
The free throw off from Freak. Now, here's Warren. Defense right on him. Here's Dinwiddie. And Boston with the rebound. Now, Freak tries to keep it alive. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan.